Have you ever just looked at elderly people in Japan and wondered how they move with such ease well into their later years? It's not just luck, and it's not all genetics. There's actually a proven method behind it, a way to hang on to your leg strength and independence for your entire life. So let's dive into exactly how they do it.
When you put it side by side like this, the difference is just, wow, it's really striking. In Japan, it's totally normal to see folks in their 70s, even 80s, just walking around super confident. But over here in the West, the research is pretty clear. Leg strength can really take a nosedive after 50. And that, right there, is what leads to trouble with even simple stuff like standing up, and that scary loss of balance. And this isn't some small thing either. This decline in leg strength is the #1 reason people lose their independence as they get older. It's the real root cause of falls, of losing mobility, and of not being able to live life on your own terms. So that gets you thinking, right? If an entire population can pull this off, it means there has to be a specific, learnable approach. So what is it? Well, today we're going to break that exact method down into 5 core habits. First up, we've got to focus on a part of the body a lot of us just forget about, our calves. In these Japanese longevity practices, your calves aren't an afterthought at all. They're a priority muscle group, and they're often called our second heart. The idea behind this is actually pretty cool. Every single time your calf muscles contract, they're literally squeezing your veins. They're acting like a pump, pushing blood against gravity all the way back up to your heart. So weak calves, that's directly tied to poor circulation, and it's a huge cause of instability as we get older. Okay, so the main exercise here is the good old heel raise. Super simple, right? But the secret is all in the control. You can't just bounce up and down. No, you gotta stand tall, rise up slowly onto your toes, pause for a beat right at the top, and then come back down just as slowly. Try starting with 2 sets of 15, and you can totally build from there. It seems like such a small thing, but trust me, it makes a massive difference for your walking and your overall balance. All right, on to our second habit. This one is all about transforming an activity we do every single day, walking. Instead of it just being about getting from point A to point B, this method treats it like a kind of active meditation. So here's what you do. For just a few minutes every day, you deliberately slow your walk way, way down. By doing this, you're forced to actually notice the mechanics, how your heel strikes the ground, how your foot rolls through the middle, and that final push-off from your toes. It's kind of like relearning how to walk the right way, and it's incredible for rebuilding leg strength and sharpening the coordination you need to prevent falls. Next up, we have to build some real foundational strength in the big muscles of our legs. But, and this is key, we have to do it without stressing our joints. So this section covers 2 super powerful, zero-impact exercises that are just perfect for this. The wall squat is honestly one of the safest ways you can strengthen your legs because your back is totally supported, your quads, glutes, and core can get to work without putting any of that unnecessary strain on your knees. You just slide down the wall, hold that position, and breathe. You're building the exact muscles you need for standing up, sitting down, and climbing stairs with total confidence. And this, right here, is the golden rule for this exercise. The feeling you want is that burn in your muscles. That's the good stuff, a sign they're working hard and getting stronger. If you feel any sharp pain in your joints, though, you've gone too far or your form is a little off. So always, always listen to your body. Okay, our second foundational exercise is the horse stance, or kibadachi, which comes from Japanese martial arts. You plant your feet wide, lower your hips like you're about to sit in a big invisible chair, and you just hold that strong, grounded posture. It's an incredible way to build this deep, quiet strength in your thighs, hips, and core, all without any impact whatsoever. So just think about this power couple for a second, the wall squat and the horse stance. Together, they give you this amazing set of benefits. You're building powerful, really functional muscles with zero impact on your joints. You're teaching your legs endurance, and you're making every single one of those daily movements, like getting up from a chair, feel noticeably easier. So strength is one half of the equation, right? But stability is the other half. This fourth habit is all about directly training your balance to stop falls before they can even happen. This might just be the single most effective exercise for balance, period. When you stand on one leg, you force your body to fire up dozens of tiny little stabilizing muscles in your ankles, knees, and hips that just don't get used otherwise. Start near a wall for some support and just try to hold it for 10 seconds. You are going to be so surprised at how quickly you improve. And you know the best part? It's how easy it is to make this a habit. In Japan, it's super common for seniors to do this while they're just doing everyday stuff like brushing their teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. It's all about weaving the practice into your life, not trying to find extra time for it. And finally, we've got the resting squat. In cultures where people don't use chairs all the time, this is just a natural resting position. It keeps your leg muscles active even when you're resting, and it's fantastic for keeping your hips and ankles mobile. Use a little support if you need it, and please don't worry if you can't get all the way down at first. Just try to hold it for short bits throughout the day. So, after going through all these different habits, we get to the real reason behind them. Because this isn't just about exercise, is it? It's really about a philosophy that connects your physical ability directly to your personal freedom. This one sentence just perfectly captures the entire Japanese approach to longevity. Having strong legs isn't about athletic performance. It's about having the freedom to walk without being afraid, to stand up without pain, and to live independently for as long as you possibly can. When you take care of your legs, you are actively preserving your quality of life. Look, you don't have to tackle all of this at once. Seriously. The whole point is to just start small. Pick one or two of these habits that feel right for you and just be consistent. Let your body rebuild its strength, one simple, mindful movement at a time. This isn't some quick fix, It's a practice for life. And the payoff, it's the incredible gift of freedom. So the real question is, what are you going to do with yours?